station. This is the Morning Crossfire
with Femi D Live.
Many thanks for joining in. It's a good time to review some of the biggest stories as we have them across the papers for today. Do remember, you can always watch us as you would choose to watch us, okay? Right here on YouTube at Nigeria Info Abuja. Yes, I said it. We're streaming live right now. Get a good part of the headlines that you want to follow through on YouTube as we speak. Is at Nigeria Info Abuja. Go and subscribe and also click on the notification bell. You'll see there. The notification bell helps you to know when we're streaming, so you can go and watch the stream and be on the stream and write in your comments live right there on the comment section, where you get to meet a lot of other people as well who are writing in this very morning, okay? Let's review some of the biggest stories. Do remember, the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers, and we on Nigeria Info are here to inform you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
Let's take a look at some of the stories as we have them from Daily Post, This Day, The Guardian, The Sun, and Punch newspaper for today. Starting off with Daily Post for today. I will hit PDP national leadership Tuesday. Wike speaks up about this. Amid CBN extension, traders reject old Naira notes in Ondo State. Still keeping up with all the stories from Daily Post. Akwa Ibom people will not suffer again, says Tinubu. Foreign powers behind Nigeria's insecurity, says Buhari. Lagos resident climbs high-tension wire in suicide attempt over hardship. Federal government trains 100 youths in Maiduguri on modern organizing services. Other stories, ECOWAS court bemoans member countries' refusal to obey and enforce its judgment. Buhari, I don't understand the relationship between CBN policy, security threat in Kano. Emefiele counters Ganduje. Asks Buhari about Nnamdi Kanu's health. Ohaneze to Southeast governors. Cashless system can help track election financing in Nigeria, says Oshibajo. Atiku will sell your palm trees. Run to Dubai. Tinubu warns Akwa Ibom against voting PDP. Atiku ran away to Dubai. I rescued him from Obasanjo, says Tinubu. Tinubu gaffes embarrassing. His handlers becoming a cabal, says Atiku. 2023, PDP condemns attack on Buhari in Kano, tackles Tinubu. 2023 polls, massive turnout in Igbo Etiti as Nwodo and others commend Governor Gwaib and then back PDP candidates. All right, well, these are some of the stories leading the way from the Daily Post for today. Let's take a look at This Day and some of the stories as you would have it there. Now, from This Day, you find Oshibajo backs push for cashless policy, says it will curb illicit election financing. Protesters barricade roads, storm Buhari's helicopter in Kano. World Bank releases $200 million to boost vocational education as it unveils framework for apprenticeship. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Buhari commended for support commitment to ECOWAS. Muslim tickets will polarize Nigerians along religious tribal lines, Dogara insists. PDP PCC, Atiku will grant Nnamdi Kanu unconditional release if elected president. Oshibajo backs push for cashless economy, says it will curb illicit election financing. All right, Atiku vows to reverse economic woes as Moody downgrades federal government's credit ratings. We are not seeking fresh 100 billion naira loan, Delta government clarifies. Other stories, as you find them in this day for today, Ogun, as Tinubu's attack base. Buhari's inauguration of Katsina projects amid youth's protests. How far can Soludo go as APGA leader? All right, well, these are stories here and there as you find them in the likes of this day for today. Let's take on the Guardian now. Nigeria must not fail with 2023 polls. UN scribe warns. Despite extension, Nigerians can't withdraw old new notes. Federal government may spend 4.65 trillion naira to service CBN overdraft this year. Eaglet hopeful as group phase draws are odds tomorrow. Our agitation is not for restructured Nigeria, not Yoruba president, says Bola Wole. Atiku will heed appeal court judgment on Kanu if elected president, says Okonkwo. CNPP seeks sanction for holders of new Naira notes. AFDB OK's $1.5 billion US dollars emergency food production facility for Africa, says Adeshino. Nigeria risks losing foreign assets to reckless borrowing, CSOs won. NSIA 10 megawatt solar panel will attract FDI to Kanu. How cashless system can help track election financing. All right, well, these are some of the stories here and there. Let's get the best of your viewpoints in. These are stories from The Guardian. Now to the Sun newspaper. DSS NABS syndicates selling new Naira notes. Naira notes swap, 36 governors need to intervene. Chair, Senate Committee on Banking. Carlos' endorsement soars as he rounds off campaign at Ikega and Achara local government areas. 1.9 trillion naira back in banks as CBN extends old notes deadline. Container falls off truck in Lagos crushes 9 passengers to death. That was a really sad story. And by the way, there was another trailer breakdown on Falamo in Ikoyi, Lagos yesterday. Another incident completely. Violence may mar 2023 elections. Supreme Council for Sharia warns. Fear, anxiety as EFCC begins probe of Vasti's financial activities. Afeni Ferry to federal government. 2023 elections must hold as scheduled. 2023 group mobilizes grassroots support for Tinubu Shetima Kirby APC Cuba candidate. PDP takes over appeal cases in Rivers. Southern Kaduna Christian Muslims leaders sign MOU on crisis-free elections. Why Nigeria must tackle fuel scarcity before poll, West African group. Autumn cautions Nigerians against inflammatory statements on security issues. Play politics with decorum. Sultan urges politicians ahead of general polls. Train derailment. Abuja-Kaduna corridor resumes operation today. That's according to management. Lack of funds affecting good movie production. Rahman Sadao speaks about that. Kano Monarch Lords Buhari for extending Naira swap deadline. New NYSC DG resumes office, calls it homecoming. How Atiku's 5-point agenda will solve Nigeria's woes, says Dagogo. APC Cuba candidate gets 48 hours ultimatum to apologize, withdraw threat against community. All right, well, these are stories from The Sun. Let's go on now and round off by reading stories from the Punch newspaper for today. Tourist guide laments 200,000 naira extortion for passport renewal. And now other stories as well you'd find of interest. Soldiers arrest 116 suspects during operation in Lagos. Wobiago member shot dead. Commander denies outfit involvement. NUC approved 19 varsities in 2022, according to reports. Anambra sex workers die. Anambra sex workers flee as colleague dies in hotel. Sawolu vows prosecution as another container crashes. Buhari's Kano visit. Protesting youths barricade roads, stone helicopter. New Naira. Racketeering booms in Lagos, Abuja, and Anambra. 3 Oyo guards gang rape lady for 4 hours. Britain seized assets to me. There's any tells federal government. Accidental airstrikes. Innocent civilians pay deadly price as NAF intelligence wumbles. Panic as Lagos hoodlums invade school, chase pupils. Other stories. Soldiers arrest 116 suspects during operation in Lagos. Court jails businessman 18 months for 2.9 billion naira fraud. Firm disowns worker for billing Lagos toilet users. Panic as Lagos hoodlums evade school, chase pupil. All right, well, these are leading stories as you find them across the papers for today. Well, there you go, from the Punch, the Sun, the Guardian, This Day, and Daily Post for today. Those are the headlines. Do remember the stories have been published under the editorial guide of various publishers. And we on Nigeria Info have only informed you of the headlines as we have them for today.
This is Morning Crossfire.
We'd like to listen to you, your conversation. Yes, let's engage in a conversation, one that's truly passionate and trustworthy, okay? We ask of you, as you call in, to follow through with our editorial guide. We require that your calls are devoid of hateful speech, lies, fake news, and abuses. Okay? We ask of you to be truthful and factual as you share with us on Nigeria Info. We plead with you to keep your emotions in check, okay, as you also share, considering the fact that millions of people are listening to you this very morning. Thank you for all you do. Thank you so much for listening in. Let's take your calls and your messages. Calls will come in on 0700 951 0000. You can also join in on 080 9597 4869. And on the WhatsApp, it's 080 999. That's a 999 now. 30137. That should be fine. And Nigeria Info Abuja on Instagram as well. Oh, Nigeria Info FM Abuja on Instagram. Twitter will be at Nigeria Info Abuja. Facebook and YouTube remain at Nigeria Info Abuja. Always excited, I tell you, to read your live comments as we have them on YouTube and on Facebook. I'll take a look at some of them as we go on during the course of the show. But for now, subscribe and hit the notification button. Join the community. Be the starter of the community. Be the leader of the community. All right? That's good enough.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Thanks for your call. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Femi.
You're welcome. How are you today? Yes.
I'm fine. Yes.
Good.
Mr. President helicopter stormed yesterday in Kano. Am I right?
Yes, Kano. They made the attempt to stone his helicopter.
Okay. I think APC, they are reaping what they are sow. Yes, let me stop like that. Then issue of Mr. President said that foreign power behind insecurity in Nigeria. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes. So how can he prove that? I don't think he's right on that side. I don't think he's right.
Why do you think it's wrong?
That.
Why do you think it's wrong? Why do you think it's wrong?
Okay. Why I say so is because he have he have DSS, he have police, he have army, he have immigration, and he have NCD, that's civil defense. Okay, intelligence. His intelligence here. What is he doing? How can he accuse no other foreign power against insecurity in Nigeria? Okay, foreign power. Are there the S-men that create in Benue, in Nassau State, and other parts of in the Enugu, and other parts of the country? Is it foreign power? Is that?
Okay.
I disagree on that.
All right. Interesting.
Let me listen to other Nigeria.
Thank you for your time. Good morning. All right. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Femi. Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning.
This is Just Joseph.
All right. Welcome.
You know, the last man, Ekwe, he just spoke my mind. Our dear president shouldn't say it's foreign. It is shameful to all of us. Even if it's foreign, what is his best attempt? Even when we offer solution to this insecurity. Remember, Femi, there was a time I talked about chloroform, you know, how to use drone to spray and make all the, what are they called?
Terrorists to sleep off.
Terrorists. And, you know, the Nigerian army could just take over and pick them, you know, arrest them. But he didn't want to do that. And the killing by herdsmen, I have been on this platform shouting every day. Why can't this, our president, dictate, authorize the Nigerian army to mow these people down that have been killing innocent Nigerians, both in Enugu, both in the west, both in the north. This killer Fulani herdsmen.
Well, killer headsmen, as I would say. Killer headsmen, my brother.
We talk all kinds of things, but the truth is that it is killer Fulani herdsmen.
My brother, killer headsmen. Follow the rules of the house. We do not do tribal coloration on Nigeria Info. No matter how sure you are of what you think you are, follow the rules of the house. We do not do tribal coloration. It's killer headsmen at most, if that's what you're trying to get across. We do that because there is a tribe of Fulani people who are good people. We do not do tribal coloration on Nigeria Info. And I believe you would follow through subsequently. And if you do not follow through subsequently, we would deny you the privilege to talk to us, okay, on Nigeria Info. Akim Mohammed says, good morning, Femi. Good to hear from you. Mwazu John Lasisi says, from Jigbo in Buhari says, good to see you today again. The scarcity of Naira notes outside here, cashless policy in her is too harsh. Network is the major problem here. Who are the actual or real orders of the new Naira notes? Because I'm not understanding who to be sanctioned. And then you go on to also make a comment to say, tanker killed 9 in Lagos. This forced me to ask if we still have agencies in charge of checking roadworthiness of cars. All right, that's your question there. Good morning to you. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Mr. Femi.
Welcome. How are you today? Good. Oh, very well. Thanks for asking.
This is your brother from North Central living for Federal Housing.
Okay, good to connect with you.
I give Mr. Casey and my brother from Lagos State Army.
Yes, sir.
Southern Kaduna Muslim Christian sign peace accord ahead of election. Mr. Femi is a call for. Southern have plenty tribes. They have Christian, they have Muslim. They are living together for long. Come off APC and Buhari. See the way this state Buhari APC divided into between Muslim and Christian. Me from Niger State, and then by tribe. We have a local Christian, we have a local Muslim, and we are living together for long. If this must come, we will want to their villages as Christians to them. If it's not come, they come to our place, they have led to us, follow to us. I don't know the reason why now, with the same tribe, same faith, now they're divided because of the APC and Muhammad Buhari. It caused confusion.
Okay.
For us, in Nigeria, not only go to the airport, and I think we should reject APC from bottom to the bottom. Thank you. God bless you.
All right, but that's your advocacy. Who knows what? Good morning to you.
Good morning, Femi.
Welcome.
Thank you. My name is KD.
Good to have you on.
Yeah. You see, we just heard that somebody died was electrocuted on the pole wire because of hardship in Lagos. Is that correct? And we've been saying that Lagos is passing through a very terrible period. They have decided to give their destiny to one person. This is the time for them to be liberated. Now, Tiku said Nkanu will be released unconditionally. I think the Southeast or the Igbos have better deals with PDP than any other party. They should think twice. They should think twice and not, divide their vote and get into a situation where they will never come out of again. Salasi, happy birthday. God bless you. God keep you. God protect you. God guide you. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you for your call as well. Okay, here we go. Aliu Gadika says, Violence Mimak 2023 said, Council of Sharia, I urge federal government to take this matter serious. Richard Utubu says, good morning, FMD. If you check those trailers wrecking havoc in Lagos, you will see how bad they are. My question now is, who is held responsible for all the defaulting trailers and container spillage? Boazu John also comes back here. All right, you're going to say 2023 elections, it will be free and fair. Nobody or group should scare us. We are ready with our PVCs. APC and PDP must go. Sabo Gak Sawa says, good morning, FMD. No need of APC candidate attacking his fellow contestants. Let him bring out his blueprint to Nigeria. Ajia Najatu said. Okay. Edwin Michael says, good morning, Mr. FMD. Killing recklessness in Lagos, is it due to bad road connection or the Lagos state itself is not habitable for normal human beings being, again, from falling houses and now trucks? Also, Umaru Owaz Godaddy says, good morning, FMD. Cashless monetary policy has turned most Nigerians to physically cashless people. Yesterday, Banex Plaza, it was something else. Isaac Moses says, good morning, Femi D. Regular listener, but the first time texter. How can a president be so in this way that on every issue we have made a big mistake and should not repeat itself in our next election? Edwin Michael says, Mr. El-Rufai should be ashamed of himself because of what is happening in Kaduna. Tinubu said he can turn a routine situation to one he has now turned to a better state or a worse one. I'm not too sure I comprehend your comments about El-Rufai there, but nonetheless, you still had it shared in with regards to that. Okay, no while. After the break, I have comments on Facebook. I'd like to read them up and just to share with you what has been written up by our friends on Facebook. In the meantime, go on and subscribe to the YouTube channel at Nigeria Info Abuja. Trust me, when we do major conferences in the studio, that's the only way you can get to watch on YouTube and on Facebook. Very likely on YouTube. It's going to stay longer, especially this month of February. Watch out for it. The listeners panel, the fire chat. We're having the top people who have been calling in to come and argue out themselves. No moderator. Fire all the way through. Well, stay with us right here on Nigeria Info. I'll be back after now on Morning Crossfire. I'm Femi D.
Informative.
Nothing breaks the news like the news. Trust me, I can prove it. I do it every morning on Morning Crossfire from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Nigeria Info 95.1, and I'm Femi D. Amede. Join the biggest conversation around the national politics every day in a way that is trustworthy, full of passion, and yes, covers the biggest politics and the stories that matter to you. See, you have all the reasons to find out what's going on in Nigeria and be engaged differently. Let's talk. That's the way to go, even this morning.